What is going on, everybody? We are back with some NFL action. Thursday night football, Steelers versus Bengals. Quick recap of how we're looking so far this year. We're up about 1 unit on Monday's games, doubleheader then, so up 0.97, which brings our total for the season on the NFL side of things to plus 0.54. Not killing it, but we're in the green, so that's kind of what matters. Hopefully, we keep stacking that up there. We were down about 3 units, so we've certainly picked ourselves up and heading in the right direction. Let's get into our game picks. Got 3 of them here. I don't really love any of the game lines, but I always promised you guys I'd give you at least one. Taking a unique one here. I'm taking Steelers minus 0.5 end of first quarter. So the Steelers to be winning at the end of the first quarter. With a spread of 5.5 in the Steelers' favor and then over under a 44.5. Looking at some points being scored, obviously favoring the Steelers. And they're just kind of the better team here. The Bengals without Burrow is not the same team as Bengals with Burrow. And this defense and offensive line have looked horrendous. Pair that up with the Steelers are actually one of the best run defenses in the game. So far, only allowing 3.4 yards per carry, 84 yards a game with that terrible Bengals O-line. Kind of a recipe for disaster for this Bengals offense. Hoping, Rodgers, the actual quarterback that's playing here. Aaron Rodgers will look to keep his team straight, keep them going 4-1. Why not be 5-1 against it? Not a strong Bengals team here. Taking them to march down the field, get a touchdown in the first quarter, and have the Bengals. A field goal is fine. We just need the Steelers to have more points at the end of the first. That's kind of all we're betting here. Again, don't love the game lines. I looked at spreads, looked at team totals, looked at half spreads. Just not stuff I was really loving. And then I saw the Steelers, just to be winning at the end of the first. It's a fun one. It's a quick one. And kind of a, toss up. Whoever, gets the ball first or second, it could certainly, this could play a factor in who wins the coin flip, things like that. So I like this one. It'll be a fun one to just kind of watch and roll along to. But if anyone, I would go the Steelers side. I wouldn't go the Bengals. Next, we're going into our player props. Like I said, don't love those game lines. Well, we got DK Metcalf over 62.5 receiving yards. This Bengals defense kind of looks like Swiss cheese right now. The way the teams are able to just kind of walk down the field, nonchalantly, meticulously march down and then keep going and keep going and keep going. I expect Aaron Rodgers to do the same here with this Pittsburgh team that's looking pretty good as of late. With a veteran on the back, you're able to navigate the secondary, move the safeties, get to his main guy, Metcalf, who's averaging 71 yards per game. And I would think Rodgers just keeps feeding him. There's no reason not to. This game, 5.5 points to the Steelers is still within a touchdown. So I think the Steelers will keep playing, will keep throwing. They'll be kind of looking late. Maybe they're up a touchdown, 10 points. In the fourth quarter, that's not exactly a comfortable lead where you're looking to take the pedal off the gas, obviously. So I think they'll, keep chucking the ball with Rodgers in there. Plus, the Bengals defense allows over 200 passing yards a game, hoping at least just 63 of those go to Metcalf, taking him over 62.5 receiving yards. Lastly, we got T. Higgins over 46.5 receiving yards. There was some sort of connection with Flacco and Higgins. You could certainly see it evident last game. It's almost like he knew Ja'Marr Chase would be double teamed or would have a safety, pinched over, and he was looking at Higgins as like a first look almost. So I don't know why or if that's going to get fixed, but as of right now, there's certainly more of a connection with Flacco Higgins. Obviously, Ja'Marr had that really big play, but other than that, the receptions and the targets were in Higgins' favor. He's not had more than 3 receptions a game, has not cracked 50 yards this season. First game with Flacco, 8 targets, 5 receptions, 62 yards. There was certainly something going on there. I don't know if that's how the Bengals drew it up to try to, not force the ball into, Ja'Marr Chase's hands, maybe open up the field so that way they can get it to Ja'Marr Chase. But you're looking at the Steelers. Obviously, as I mentioned, they are one of the best run defenses. So you're looking to, really ride on Flacco's arm here. And you're silly to think, even after last game or last couple games, they're not going to put 2 people on Ja'Marr Chase. You have to. If you're not going to, he will beat you one-on-one. If you're not having a safety pinched over, he will beat the zone coverage. It's just he is a great wide receiver. And then with that, I still think Flacco certainly has something with Higgins. Whether it is trying not to get sacked because this O-line is terrible, and they're like, go to Higgins first, then check Ja'Marr. That way, more than likely Higgins will be open a little bit more often than Ja'Marr Chase because of, double coverage and things like that. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but taking Higgins to go over 46.5. Hopefully they haven't fixed the whatever's going on there yet, or maybe that's their game plan. So this would even help out there. Those are our 3 best bets. Again, not loving the game lines, but I promise I'd always give you one. 3 best bets. Let's keep that green going.